Outfit. I'm a romantic fool. Lost for the past. To watch the sun go down on a cold beach. I watch the sun go down. I love this song. Very cool. My job is very boring. I'm an office boy. The only thing that helps me pass the time away. Good morning. Let me turn it down. High vibing this morning. Nothing like some good tunes. Make sure you turn your music up today to get into your high vibes. Music is the best. It really is the best thing to use when you can't think of anything else. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning. When you can't think of anything else to get you into a high vibe state and you've missed me and you haven't managed to catch a 555, go find your favorite song and just turn up the volume. It'll get you into such a different zone straight away. Hi, everybody. My name is Michelle House from Rich Living, and this is High Vibes at 5:55, a live stream that I do for everybody who wants to join in so that we can get into high vibe states and get happy and start enjoying our lives. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning, Melinda. Hey there, Beck. Hey, Georgina. Great to see you guys. We're a bit slow off the bat this morning with building the audience. Not to worry. Oh no, there we go. All of a sudden, like there's just a couple of minutes. Boom. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning. Nice to see you. Hey, Robin. Good to see you. I know I can't see you, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Good morning. Hey there, Nicole. Nice to see you too. Oh, look, I forgot to do this. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Bag. I will just put your little good mornings up. Good morning, Nicole. G'day there, Holly. Nice to see you again this morning. Hi. Right, okay. Echo Beach this morning. That just took me straight back to nightclubs in the 90s. Good times, good times, good times. Emma's here, but her eyes are closed. Wakey, wakey, lovely, wakey. Echo Beach probably didn't go down well for you this morning. And good morning, Elise. Good morning, Elise. Good morning. All right, so a couple of things I need to talk to you about this morning. Obviously, I've got lots of people that watch this on a replay, and I need to keep in communication with people around Money School because I'm getting lots of questions about that at the moment. And the easiest way for me to do that is via this live stream. So yes, Money School, the doors are open. Some people are a bit confused and going, really? Is she really open the doors? I know you've all been so patient waiting for Money School to get off the ground. Yes, the doors are open. They were open on Monday morning, and they are open for a particular time for the early bird pricing, which was 14 days. We're now down to 11, right? So if you want the early bird pricing, it's $444 savings. You jump in before that deadline runs out, and you can see that happening on the website. Actually, Robin, would you mind at this point just sharing the page for Money School? That would be fantastic. And funny, a lot of emails and a lot of questions and a lot of activity going on in relation to Money School, but also I know some people aren't interested in doing Money School, and that's okay. I still want to be able to give you something to take away and implement in your life. But it's going to be based around a Money School story, right? Because that's the questions that I'm getting at the moment. So one of the emails that, oh, by the way, yay me, high vibes, Pam Grout. Did you miss it? Did anybody miss my random throw up live yesterday morning? That was very, very exciting. But what it did for me, and what it always does for me, is it builds my evidence toolkit. And if you've been watching and participating in the Rich Living Room, if you don't know what I'm talking about, can you please make a comment, and Robin will connect you with how to get into the Rich Living Room. Good morning, Kate. So that's another manifesting proof for me that I put in my toolkit. And you would see in the Rich Living Room, we've got people creating toolkits now. Robin's got a beautiful toolkit that she's created from a shoebox. It's her evidence toolkit. It's where she can show herself and go back to, yeah, well, hey, look, this is when this worked, and this is when I manifested, and this is when it worked. It's really important for us as human beings to have the evidence, because we've grown up over a period of time where we've been thinking a completely different way. So now we're building and building and building, and it's this continual build to show that we're on the right track, and also that trusting something bigger than us actually works. I think for me, that's the biggest thing. Is when I first started doing this work 10 years ago, um, the whole concept of trusting something that I couldn't see and touch and feel and was out there and I should just trust it was really hard for me to get my head around that. But the evidence toolkit is something that will really get you to that space where you actually don't even think about it anymore, which is exactly what happened with that whole Pam Grout situation. I wrote that email 24 hours beforehand, and when I wrote the email, I get goosebumps. When I wrote the email, I was so in the zone and I was really connected, and I was present. I was so present to expressing myself to her. And I was present to the fact that I was energy and she was energy. I guess it helped that I was sending the email to Pam, but I was in this space of I am energy and I need to magnetize my energy in order for this to happen. And it did. Like you guys have all seen, it all unfolded beautifully. So it's a trust thing though. I was in the zone, I had my music on, it kind of just landed in my lap and I went, oh, I should try Pam Grout. I should add her to my interview list. She would be really cool to interview. With this big list of people that I'm interviewing for talks throughout the money school. And yes, Jim Carrey is on the list. So back to Pam. When I'm in the zone, I'm so focused and committed to all of my attention and intention on that. No distraction, no stopping. It's in flow. It's in flow. But then it's almost like I give it a kiss on the cheek and I go, off you go. Go do your work. Now, if Pam showed up in 24 hours, I think my timeline on it was a week. She showed up in 24 hours. So the universe may also have shown it up in after a week. Do you get it? So the sign is, yes, we have to put a timeline on it, but it could be within that time or a little bit outside of that time. We need to take the pressure off, because when you start focusing on the time and then you're going, how's it going to happen? How's it going to happen? How's it going to happen? We're running out of time. We're running out of time. How? You start shutting the doors like the Get Smart opening introduction. You start going, wutcha. She's not serious about this. Leads me to an email that I got from one of you guys yesterday about how your sign in the past has been a dragonfly. And your question to the universe was, show me a sign that I'm ready for money school, that money school is ready for me, something along those lines. I'm not quoting her directly. And she didn't see the dragonfly. And then she reframed it the other way and didn't see the dragonfly. And so and then I had an email about, well, it didn't work. I didn't see the dragonfly. My suggestion with this is a couple of things. If you have used something as a sign for other stuff, so say, for example, you've used a dragonfly all to do with relationships and manifesting the right man. And then you use the dragonfly as a sign for something that's to do with something else, different energy, right? Consider that maybe you need to change the sign. Maybe that sign for you and the feeling of that sign is so ingrained in something else. Does that make sense? So for me, numbers are my sign, and it's different numbers for different things. So I will say, show me a 555 when I really need to do something big. So 555 is all about stepping up, buckle your seatbelts. Magic's about, like, that's the big one. So when I'm making a decision or thinking about what's going to happen and going, oh, I don't know if this is right, show me a sign somewhere where I've got to step up big and it's going to be big. I say, show me a 555. I say, show me a 454 when that's required, or show me, if I'm feeling sad and I've lost direction, or I'm not connected, I will ask for 333, which is about ascended masters and being looked after. So I use my sign requests for different things. Does that make sense to everybody? So yes, we've done the purple car experiment and the Appaloosa that we did with Emma in the intention setting group. But it's all about energy. Energy is everything. If your sign you're using that sign because you've always used it for all the other stuff. Maybe try a new sign and go, this, I want a sign specifically about Money School, and I want you to show me a blue feather, or I want you to show me something, something that's never happened to you before. Obviously, we can go into awesome detail with this when I interview Pam Kraft. It's an awesome question and going straight on the list. The other thing that I wanted to say is if you wanted to find the dragonfly, or if you wanted the dragonfly to come to you, you need to let the dragonfly know, or the sign know, that you're looking, right? Which is what happened with me and Pam. I needed to let her energy know that my energy was after hers, was, trying to connect. Let's take Jim Carrey, for example. Jim Carrey is not going to get manifested into my life. Well, it would be amazing if he did. But I think he wouldn't pop up tomorrow. If he popped up tomorrow, that is like my energy ball is on fire and connecting really well with everybody. But I'm actually not in the space where that's likely to happen. I haven't sent any emails. I've connected a couple of times on Twitter, but it's like not consistent. Like over a year, I've probably tweeted him 3 or 4 times. I don't hang out where he hangs out. I actually live on the other side of the world. So that's a massive request that's requiring massive energy from me to connect with his energy. Does that make sense? So I really have to be high vibing, focused, and calling that in, which I'm not doing right now. I'm not doing that right now. And if he turned up tomorrow, that would still be a sign of how magic the universe is, that I can think it into existence that quickly. Yeah, bloody hell, that would blow my mind. I think I would need to go and see a therapist about that. That would just be like, what? Okay, this stuff's really cool. I know it's really cool, but what? So does that make sense to everybody around looking for a sign? Don't look for things that you've already used that energy with, because it's totally different. Get clear about what it is that you want. So I want to go to Money School. Why? Why do you want to go to Money School? I want to go to Money School because I really would like some freedom in my life. I want to feel free around money. I want to feel peaceful around money. I want to have choices and not feel guilty around money. Okay, so there's Money School. This is why I want to do it. Then it's okay, connect to the sign. Can you imagine how that would feel? Visualize yourself having fun with money. Oh, there's a bill to be paid. Woohoo, I know how to pay that. Actually, that one's already been paid for because I'm so efficient with my money practices. That's amazing. So you start visualizing. So when I was writing to Pam, I was actually visualizing my my interview with her. And yes, I'm visualizing the whole Jim Carrey thing as well, where, I can kind of see he's got this whole scruffy look going now, scruffy look, and it would be so cool. I could just wear my, my 3/4 pants and my strappy shirts, and it would be totally cash. But I visualize it. I think not every day. If I was visualizing that every day, maybe this is going to be the big experiment that I do. And that's going to be on my website in 12 months' time. See how Michelle manifested Jim Carrey. I don't know, but I have to really think about it and go into it. Money School is my focus right now. So people are enrolling. Because I'm visualizing people enrolling. I'm visualizing all these beautiful, happy faces that are ready to go and ready to learn and thirsty and hungry and have this desire. I'm visualizing that, and it's unfolding before me. So visualize it. Don't just say, give me a sign. Connect to it, visualize it, give me a sign. It's almost a 3-step process, I guess. All right, let me just have a quick looky. Morning. I shared this morning, but I had to copy it as I realized there is no share buttons on your post. Which one's that? Is that the Rich Living? Money School? Let me check that, Em. Bailey did an awesome one too. Yes, Bailey's evidence toolkit. Back to evidence toolkits. Completely different, because we're all different human beings and we all relate differently, right? Some people love things in black and white all over their office. I love color. I've got color everywhere. So Bailey's evidence toolkit is like a mind map with all this color on it. It's so amazing. Jump in the Rich Living Room and have a look. It's very, very cool. I love the energy bump. I woke up giggly after thinking about you and Pam, and also me and Carl. I know, right? The energy bump. It's like, woohoo, hello, I'm here. We're going to have to give Jim Carrey a really big bump. Rich living room page, awesome. Thank you for that. Robin, Naomi made mine into a book journal as of last night. Thank you, Robin. Fabulous, fabulous. Oh, the above comment was relating to Pam. Oh, okay. I'll come back to that one. Georgina, 3 and 333 are my favorite numbers. Never knew why. I just love them. Oh, sorry. Clickety click. Beck Manson, ooh, a group collective of high vibes. That could be a 555 topic. Let's all bump Jim. Yeah, we could all just like go mad on his Twitter feed. That would be so cool. Okay, back to topic. Hang on. Robin, yes, Beck, we all want to catch up with him. It would be very cool. Careful what you're telling us you're wearing when you meet Jim. I see your background. Oh, hang on tippy toes so you can still see my face. I played around on my train trip to Brizzy because I felt a bit flat, so it was a bit of a test. Sent out to the universe that I wanted to see a purple cat. Thought, yep, that's crazy. Going past a station closer to the city, a pet shop van had purple pets all over it. Yeah, the big you showed you, didn't she? Oh, far out, goosebumps today. My gosh. Shailene, did that help? Did that make sense for you? Did it? Awesome. So cool. And they show up in different ways, right? So they can, if you really, really want to see the dragonfly, where would you find a dragonfly? The first place I thought of was a museum. So you would start making stuff happen to get to the museum to see the dragonfly. Right, I'm going to, like, I can see a dragonfly. I'm sure outside the museum here in Brisbane, there's a big dragonfly statue, I think. So I'm already seeing the dragonfly. I guess my other point too that I want to make is we think we are manifesting stuff and creating it from nothing. Sometimes I think we go, ooh, that's really big. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how I can manifest that. That's like a brand new thing. All of this stuff is already there. Pam Grout was already there. I didn't manifest her up. She already existed. My energy bubble just bumped into her energy bubble. Jim Carrey already exists. I'm not creating him. I've just got to get my energy bubble to bump into his energy bubble. And there's 7.9 billion people on the planet. That's going to take a bigger effort. It's going to take bigger action. That's going to take me probably having breakdowns. Call it hard work if you want, but for me, hard work is having a breakdown so I can have a breakthrough. Sometimes the work is hard. What if I tweet him 5 times a day for the next 55 days? Cool, 555. There's something in that. And nothing happens. I could get really blocked by the end of that, but I could also have a breakthrough. I could work really, really hard, be really, really diligent, be really, really consistent. Hard is probably the wrong word. Consistent and diligent and, like this coordinated effort to do it with no result. Or an absolutely fantastic result. What do I have to lose along the way? And that's for people doing money school that may be thinking, oh my God, it's hard work. Yes, there's work to do because that's how you expand. That's how you evolve. That's how you grow. That's how you bring your energy bubble to life. So maybe change the word. I know I sometimes say hard work because for me, it's hard. My brain goes, I don't want to do it. That doesn't sound like very much fun doing that all the time. I don't want to do it. But I really want to have holidays in Fiji once a year. Energy in, energy out. Energy in, energy out. Yeah? Awesome. Anyone got any questions? Anyone got any questions? Sorry, back to Shailene. If you really want to find the dragonfly, go looking for the dragonfly. The same thing with the purple car. I don't know if you've heard the story about the purple car, where I actually drove around a supermarket car park because that's where I was going to be more likely to find a purple car. But where else I would have found a purple car? In the toy section, in the magazine section at a newsagent, where they have the car magazines, I would also have found, so you do have to put yourself out there. You do have to get the exposure coming to you too. You can't just sit, like I can't sit here in my office and go, show me the car, show me the car. But what happens on the way to finding the purple car is you notice where you haven't been noticing. So be present to looking for the dragonfly and be present to having the dragonfly appear, and I have complete faith and trust that it just will, and walk away. You could do that. Both of those instances work. Rebecca, if I go over this way, you can still see my face. Rebecca, I asked for a sign. Wicked camper drove past. I'm like, yep, I hate their slogans. That could be a sign. Another wicked camper comes past. I'm like, okay, then a wicked camper will be the sign. That afternoon, another camper drives past and does a U-turn in front of me. Wow. When we put it out there, but let it go, it will unfold. Does that make sense? We might need to do like a structured workshop around this, perhaps. I've never thought about signs for similar outcomes, but I love dragonflies and it's on my logo. But I first saw it when I was going through major transformation, and that's what it stands for, and have seen it in other times I'm going through transformation, even if I don't realize it. Yeah, it's almost like a retrospect thing, isn't it? And you go, huh, yeah, right. Shailene, if, I don't know, it's something like that. So could you just imagine if Emma had posted into the Rich Living Room one of her beautiful Facebook memes with her dragonfly logo, and you came by it, that's another way that you could have seen the dragonfly. Yeah. So surrender and have faith and trust that it will show up. Forcing it and thinking about it and like we're running out of time. You're closing those doors. We need to keep those doors open. Yeah, Georgina, a workshop would be great. Speaking of workshops, I need to post something in the Rich Living Room. I'm going to do a workshop either over the weekend or next week, a free workshop. I just want to give you all, I really feel like I need to do a workshop with you guys. Okay, Rebecca, the slogan, if you are a hammer, soon everything looks like a nail. I'm a hammer, then a peace sign on the front. Yeah, right. Love it. A sign with constructive criticism. Yeah, wow. Constructive criticism. That's a topic for another day. Constructive criticism. It's kind of, is that an oxymoron? Is that what they're called? Oxymorons? I don't know. All right. I hope that helps everybody today with manifesting and thinking about that kind of stuff. Money School, you will be hearing me talk about Money School. Money School is open, and we've got people enrolling. Somebody from the UK has joined us, which is amazing. It's global. I love it. And it's going to be an awesome group. We've got people in there that I have worked with before in a group environment, and they are amazeballs. Their energy is fantastic, and their willingness to have a go and do anything with a beginner's mind is just fantastic. So if you're considering it, and if you need to, of course, if you need to have a call with me to get any clarification about anything, let me know and we can set up a 15 to 20 minute phone call, and I'm happy to do that. Happy to chat with you. Oh, Emma, did you just fall asleep? This is Emma's comment. Night, Em. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. See what you can manifest today. Let me know, and keep the like Beck was suggesting, group manifesting. What if we were all thinking about the same thing for the same person? It means thank you, loved it. There you go. I'll let you put that one up. See you tomorrow, 5:55. Bye. End the broadcast, guys.